The silent current. The village of Pinevale had always thrived along the gentle flow of the Chandini River. Its waters sustained everything: fields of lush crops, boats teeming with fish, and the very lives of its people. But change came suddenly, like an unexpected storm. When a chemical factory was built upstream, the villagers were promised jobs, prosperity, and progress. For a brief moment, hope replaced the usual struggles of daily life. Yet, the river, their lifeline, began to change. It no longer sparkled under the sun. It turned murky, foul-smelling, and lifeless. Soon, the villagers fell ill. Skin rashes, stomach pains, and endless coughs plagued their once healthy community. One evening, Arti, a farmer's wife, clutched her son's feverish hand as she rushed to the hospital. The sight chilled her. A long line of villagers, each with the same illnesses. When the doctor quietly mentioned contaminated water, Arti's heart sank. She knew the culprit. The factory owner, Mr. Desai, dismissed complaints with a cold shrug. "You wanted jobs. This is progress," he said, his words as toxic as the waste spewing into the river. Meanwhile, a group of university students, led by a passionate young researcher named Ria, arrived in Pinevale for a project. They were immediately struck by the polluted Chandini and the despair of the villagers. Aman, a keen-eyed member of the group, secretly collected water samples for testing. Days later, their fears were confirmed. The river was poisoned with industrial waste. With the results in hand, Ria and her team gathered the villagers. "This water is slowly killing you," she pleaded. But desperation weighed heavily on the crowd. "What choice do we have?" asked Ramesh, a factory worker. "If the factory closes, we'll starve." Determined not to give up, the students launched a late-night investigation. They caught trucks dumping waste into the river under the cover of darkness and captured everything on video. Armed with evidence, they started a social media campaign with the hashtag #SaveChandiniRiver. The posts went viral, drawing the attention of environmental activists and news channels. Inspired by the students' resolve, the villagers began to reconsider. "We don't have to choose between jobs and health," Ria reminded them. "Factories can operate responsibly, but only if we demand it." The villagers, now united, joined hands with the students. Together, they staged peaceful protests outside the factory gates. Their voices grew louder each day, forcing local authorities to act. At a public hearing, Mr. Desai faced a crowd of determined villagers and reporters. "Factories are vital for progress," he argued. Ria stood up, her voice steady and clear. "Yes, factories are important, but real progress uplifts people without destroying nature. We need innovation, factories that protect jobs and the environment." Under immense pressure, the government intervened. They ordered the factory to install waste treatment plants, adopt eco-friendly production methods, and work with the community to create sustainable jobs. Months later, the Chandini River flowed clean once again. Fish returned, children played along the banks, and farmers rejoiced in bountiful harvests. The factory, now reformed, provided safer jobs, while new eco-friendly businesses blossomed. "We didn't lose progress," Ramesh said with a smile. "We gained a better future." As the river sparkled under the sunlight, a voice echoed across the fields. "True progress happens when industries and nature thrive together, hand in hand."